Sebastian and you are watching Emerging Media with Sebastian. Tom Vanderbilt, American journalist, blogger, author of the best-selling book, Traffic, Why We Drive the Way We Do and What It Says About Us. It's a little lengthy for my taste, but that's okay. He has contributed to articles to such publications as the Financial Times, Rolling Stone Magazine, New York Times Magazine, Harvard Design Magazine, and Popular Science. Thank you for being on the show, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Cars that drive themselves, is that just magic potion and fairy dust?
Oh no, not at all. Self-driving cars are on the road currently, and they have been for about 3 years already.
Are any current manufacturers implementing it into their vehicles now?
Every single major manufacturer is already working on it, if they don't have smaller versions of it already, such as BMW and Mercedes. They have self-parking features on the market today.
Are you saying that my Toyota Corolla does not have this feature currently?
It doesn't have it right now, but a couple years from now, 5 years down the road, it will for sure.
Now Tom, just getting out of a recession, why are we putting so much time and money into these self-driving cars?
Well, there are two major reasons. First of all, it will give disabled people a whole new sense of freedom. They'll be able to go shopping, they'll be able to go to the park, wherever they want to go, they can go. But the larger reason, I think, is about saving lives. About 1.3 million people die every year from car accidents, and about 93% of all of those cases are because of driver error. So this is a huge thing that could save many, many lives.
That is a lot of people that can be saved. But the question is a computer better behind the wheel than we are? We'll find that out after the commercial break. And we're back. We're talking with Tom Vanderbilt, blogger, journalist, and bestseller of some book that has a very long title. Now, Tom, tell us more about this.
Well, Google self-driven cars are currently on the road in California and have been for several years already. They've logged 1.1 million kilometers with no driver behind the wheel.
Now Tom, you have claimed that these cars are better drivers than humans in every way. Does this mean that I can grab my MacBook and just plug it into my Corolla, or how does this work?
No, the software is already built into the car. It won't have a steering wheel or pedals at all. You just get in and you sit down and you take a ride. There's a complex LiDAR system installed on the roof of the vehicle which uses lasers that spin about 900 RPM. And it generates a point cloud which gives the car a 360-degree view of everything that's happening around it. It can track pedestrians, it tracks all the bicyclists, all the cars around it, it knows that they're there, and it predicts where they're going to be in the future also. So when there's a car in your blind zone, it's more cautious.
Now Tom, my mother is known for her road rage. People have actually petitioned in front of her house before for the road rage.
Okay.
How will this car help her?
There won't be any road rage because she won't be driving.
Hallelujah.
Well, not only her, everyone. The cars will flow a lot more smoothly. It'll get rid of traffic jams. There won't be any people falling asleep at the wheel. There won't be any drunk drivers. The roads will be 100% safer.
This will be good for the party crowd.
The party crowd will love it. They won't need to arrange their taxis. They won't be walking home. They won't be driving drunk. They can actually text their car. The car will come to them, pick them up, and drive them home.
Impressive. Tom, I'm driving in the car. I'm going to the grocery store. Then I see I see in the rear view mirror a bunch of, sirens and lights lighting me up, to pull over. Mm-hmm. Can I give you the ticket?
That is a problem that we are working on. The technology we're using is much more advanced than the Traffic Safety Act at this point. And so Google is working with individual states to update their motor vehicle acts to include robotic vehicles. Because right now the police don't know what to do. There's no space in the laws for it.
Which states has Google been currently working with?
Well, currently California is legal to drive one of these cars. Nevada, Washington D.C., Florida, and Texas at the moment, and I'm sure more will be coming as time goes on.
Now, Tom, once the technology has matured, will we be seeing taxis?
Oh, definitely. That is, without a doubt, that is happening. Google has secured the patent for a robo-taxi already, and so we will be seeing in the next couple of years robo-taxis on the streets.
Tom, since the 80s, people have been saying machines are taking jobs away from humans. You're telling me that there's now taxis that are going to be taking jobs away from humans?
Yes, that is true. I'm not sure if all taxis will be replaced, but there will be a taxi service that you can get with no driver.
Perfect. Now, Tom, this sounds too good to be true, except for those taxi drivers, of course. What are the downsides overall?
There are a couple potential pitfalls today. The LiDAR only works in kind of California climate at the moment because that's where it's being tested. It doesn't know how to drive in snowy or rainy conditions. And when there's snow covering the roads, it doesn't know which lane it's in. So those are some issues that need to be ironed out, but we have a couple years before the product hits the market, and so I'm sure that it will be ironed out before then.
Excellent. Tom, many people have been saying that these machines are just outright humanless. Is that a word, Tom? You're the blogger.
I think when you have your own blog, you can make up whatever word you want.
Well, this is my own show. I'm going to say humanless.
That's fair.
Emotionless, and most of all, amoral. Now, tell me why this is wrong.
Well, I think you're actually hit the nail on the head there. The computers don't have any emotions, and that's what makes them such great drivers.
Anyways, Tom, it's been great to have you on the show. I want to thank you again.
No, thank you.
Next week, stay tuned. We're going to have Canada's favorite artist, Justin Bieber.